before. And so the acronym for SMART is, okay, thank you, ma'am. And the acronym for SMART is the S is specific, significant, or stretching. That's the S. The M is measurable or meaningful. That's for the M, sorry. It's measurable or meaningful. Then the A is either achievable or action oriented. Achievable or action oriented. We can look for any synonyms that actually defines achievable or action oriented. Can actually give us a synonyms that actually has to do with achievable or action oriented. Who?
We can also say attainable goals.
Thank you. Attainable goals. Who else? No, nobody. And there are, we have result oriented or relevant. Result oriented or relevant. We have other synonyms that actually means this. Then the letter T is timely or tangible. Timely or tangible. You can also say trackable. So in the letter S, specific. In setting out goals, as a product manager, you need to be specific on the kind of goals you're setting. This year, I want to save up to 100,000 naira. That is specific and straightforward. This year, I have to complete my NYSC, finish my service. Specific. The year is already added there. Measurable or motivational. Let your goals be what? Measurable. Be sure that you can be able to measure it. You cannot actually, thank God, we have actually imputed year inside. So said this year, that's 2024. But in a situation whereby you said, I will finish my NYC, you actually specify the year, and it cannot be actually be measurable in time. Yet you cannot actually measure it. So it's important you be able to measure what your goals. Let your goals be measurable. The next thing is achievable. Letter A, or action oriented. Yes, let your goals be achievable. Be sure that goals that you're setting, you can even achieve it. Let it be on the back of your mind. Whatever goals you're setting for your team, the entire people, you know that is going to be achievable. You cannot go and tell your software developer or someone who happens to be in your team is actually doing the work to code something that he or she cannot be able to do it. Let whatever thing is doing is under the word on his expertise, and he or she understands and know what he's doing, and he or she can be able to deliver whatsoever work that is set before him. To know that there are actually some stuffs that others can do, and there are things that others cannot do. So in your group of your team as a product manager, you know who can be able to do a certain thing and who cannot be able to do it, no matter how and no matter how you put it. So you should understand by there who can be able to work, who can be able to make whatever thing you have asked he or she to do to work. So in setting your goals, you have to be realistic. Your goal should be real. Like it should be real. And it should be result oriented, please. It should be result oriented. So the last one is time. It should be time based or trackable or tangible. Any of the results you need to. So here are some examples of what product goals we need to look at as a product manager. Number one, So it says become number one work and data management platform by 2025. Let's imagine you are in a startup whereby you guys work based on data management. It's a data management platform. Manage the data of an institution, different kind of institution, whereby a school, university, any other institutions that you know of. As a product manager, you can put a goals like you have to become the number one work and data management platform by 2025. Probably you guys started in 2020. It's actually a nice goal to actually put it out that you become the number one, the work and data management platform. And this kind of goal is actually achievable. One, the reason why I say it's actually achievable is you need to understand the niche you are, and then the target market you're working, and then your competitor. And you might have another competitor, and you need to understand them and then work towards what achieving the set goals. And one thing that you need to be different from them is you need to be unique. And I've said before in previous classes, you need to have a benefit that is more than your competitor, that the user of your product or service will actually look into when they are presented with a choice to actually go for you, because they understand how you have put out these things for them, and it's seamless and it's beneficial to them. So another product example is what to become a $1 billion company by January 2024. To become a $1 billion company. This is a product goal, and this one is a nice one. You can tell me a startup in Nigeria that can be able to achieve that, or that have already achieved that startup. No one? Um, Fale, is
Chowder.
it Fale? Fale, Fale, you can talk. Raise up your hand. Chai, is it Fale? Chel, yeah, Fale. Raise up your hand.
Skylar, you raise up your hand, you can talk, please.
Oh, is it a mistake? Who else? Seems
Okay,
it's a mistake.
how about Chowder? I think Chowder is about a billionaire company.
It's Chowdek a $1 billion. It's a $1 billion company. A
Dollars.
one
Wow.
billion dollar company. Chowdek a one
Dangote,
billion dollar company. Wow. Nah, 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 nah. Which
Dangote,
company is that?
Dangote,
Is that?
Dangote company.
Oh, I'm
One
talking
billion.
in startup, not. Should I use traditional company? Not a traditional company. A startup, please.
Okay.
No,
Farmwire.
let's say modern startup.
I was thinking Patricia, but Patricia, Flutterwave. Oh, yeah, Flutterwave. Yeah.
Yes. Filter wave. Yes, 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 yes. Filter wave. I'll go for filter wave. Yes. Filter wave. Yes. Company of E. Yes, I've achieved that since. Yes, $1 billion company. So another product goal is develop an exceptional, secured, and trustworthy application by 2023. This is a product goal to develop an exceptional, secured, and trustworthy application by 2023. And tell me an application in Nigeria that is secured. You know that is secured, truly secured. Its security is very strong, and then you don't hear the news of people trying to hack it, or they have ever hacked it before. You can tell me a product, and then people are using it. You said
Jumia.
Jumia? Do you say Jumia?
Yes.
Jumia. Jumia. I'm not that sure. But you have never had complaints and history of fraud and as a result of activities on Jumia. I
Yes. They
think I
actually
do.
have never been.
I have heard before.
Okay.
So I won't take for Jumia. An
Calorie wise.
application that is secured and trustworthy. Stella. I saw
I'll take
Stella raise up her hand.
okay. Tell her please you can talk. Stay stuck.
Stella. I don't even see her hand again. She have went off.
Stay stuck.
Paystack.
Yes.
You have never seen issue of Paystack. They have taken them to court. You have never seen.
I've never seen him.
Okay. Who is talking? Okay, assignment for you. Check out the history if Paystack have ever had issues and then complaints about Paystack, about their product. Just go and check it out and let
Yes,
me
I'll
know in the next class. You don't write next class when we come to the class, you just
talk.
talk.
Okay.
Alright. Pluto Wave recently they have I think 3 or 4 days ago they have a breach about 11 billion was taken from them. It was a breach. And
I was
before
thinking.
recently,
I was thinking
is that?
piggy vest or calorie wise. I was thinking piggy vest or calorie wise.
Yes,
Calorie
I
wise. I
can
don't
go
have
for those two people, Piggyverse and
it.
Cowrywise. Piggyverse, for instance, I can go for Piggyverse very well. Yes, their security is seriously is top notch, very top notch. Filter Wave have been having issues. Latif, you can speak.
Okay, I think on PayPal.
PayPal is not a Nigerian company; it's a US
Mm.
company.
Oh, okay.
And Latif is a US company, not a Nigerian. So another product goal is to reach 1 million users by 2025. It's actually a product goal. It's a nice one. It's a very great one to reach 1 million users. Do you know what it is to have 9 million in 1 million users? Like 1 million people using your product or service. And let's say they're paying a commission fee of 100 naira per day. Go and calculate that for us. 9 million people paying 100 naira per day. In students, yeah? We don't have accounting students. And Latif, speak.
I think
Speak,
that's
please.
900 million.
It will be 900 million now.
900 million.
Imagine getting 900 million per day. One person is
Yes.
paying 100 naira. So 1 million people paying, okay, 900 million people.
900 million. He said 9 million. Now 9
Yes,
million people.
900 million people paying 100 naira. That's
Uh,
900 million
yes.
per day. That's where you have built a product that is actually what? Solving a problem. Recently, I saw something whereby somebody said it doesn't matter how your product looks like. What people are actually after is if it really solves their problem. The interface is purple and is shiny, is great. It doesn't matter. As long as that product is solving problem, that's what people are actually after. So that's it. So examples of what product goals that I have for you. You can, as a product manager, you can be able to set more and more goals which you felt that are very important for your product. Do you have any question? Okay, let's go to the next one. Initiatives. Start looking at how to set product goals. We'll look at how to set actionable product initiatives. So once you set your product goals, the next thing in your mind should be what? Initiatives. And these initiatives are actually the pathway that is needed for you to what? To reach your goals. So you have a goal already. The next thing you need to do as a product manager is to set what? Initiatives. So if you set the initiatives, and this initiative will help you to reach your what? Your product. So it says, even so, product initiatives don't have to be tied to a specific goal. They don't have to be tied to a specific goal as long as they are aligned with your overall product strategy and vision. Sometimes the initiatives don't have to be tied to a specific goal. For example, if you use these initiatives to get what? Users to sign up for your what? For your product. You can still use the same initiative when you have another feature or a product that your same product that your company or startup to use the initiative and to generate new users. You might have different initiatives, and that's where your creativity comes in. How you can be able to let's say, okay, you guys have built a product and then you're looking for a way on how you can be able to onboard users to use the application. Let's make an example for an e-commerce application, a marketplace. So you're trying to look for a way that you can reach out to the vendors and onboard the vendors. Okay. There are two or three options. One option is to visit the shops and then what? Sign them up physically. You go to this shop A, shop B, shop C, D, E, F, and then sign them on the platform. Or you run an ad on all social media handles. Probably you run higher ads on the social media handles where you believe the vendors actually make use of. Let's say they sell their product on Facebook, or let's say they sell more on WhatsApp. You run your what? The ads, and then you're able to target the vendors, and they show your advertisement. And before you run those ads, you need to go do what? You need to make sure if you can be able to make use of videos or make use of graphics to what? Attract these vendors. And then when they saw these adverts, they run to your site. There is actually a what? There is actually a lead which you have generated that will lead them to your work, to the site to register as a vendor. Then they make the registration themselves, and then you at the back end you onboard them. Or you go to Google, you search for businesses using Google My Business. We have over, if I'm not lying, over 1 billion of Google My Business on Google. You follow them and onboard these businesses online, and then try and reach out to the business telling them you have onboarded them, or you reach out to these businesses and onboard them. You have 3 ways you're onboarding them: by physically, or you're running ads, or you're using Google My Business and reaching out to them and onboarding them. Whatsoever initiatives that works for you, any of the method that works out for you, it is you can be able to what? Make use of that initiative again when you release a product that has to do with what? The similar what? Onboarding what? Process. But in the listed process, which one do you think is actually a very nice way, very good way to onboard the vendors? Is it by going physically to the shop, or by running ads, or by going through Google My Business and reaching out to the businesses? Which one do you think is a nice way to onboard vendors?
Um, for me, I would prefer going there physically because interacting with humans themselves will give you an approachable side to the business, like the downside and the upside of a business, because you might feel like send creating ads and then reaching out to you might be the right way. But when you go and meet them physically, you will know things that you can't know over the internet. So I prefer going there physically.
And that's who? Who just answer this question, please?
That's me. Okay.
Mr. Who?
I'm not
I'm
saying
trying to find. Oh,
Temitope.
Temitope, our classmate.
Yeah, yes.
Abdusalam said he will run a social media ad. Okay. And who else? Product managers, oh. CEOs in the building. Which one are you using? Abidemi, Olua, Tosin, speak.
Yes, I would support that you employ both measures because physical feedback is also very necessary. And when you run an ad, you reach out more persons than you could reach in person. So it is those people you meet one on one. You could even talk to them. Please, can you help me post this on your WhatsApp status? Can you help me do this? Can you help me do that? And before you know it, you get to meet a wider range of persons compared to when you want to do it by yourself or alone. So the ad too also works very well. Depends on who your market audience are, your target market, the people you want to sell to. I think it all boils down to that.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Olua. And who else? I want our classroom interactive. CEOs of business. When I be CEOs, so rich people. Talk, 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 talk. No kuna talk. Nobody wants to talk. And okay, one of the
Maybe you should
best
call.
is that
Carry on, sir. I was like, maybe you should call names, but don't worry. Carry on, sir.
okay. One of the best advertisement is the word of mouth. I would advise you go physically first. Physically is everything. And there is something with Nigerians. When you're actually building anything, there is something you need to look out for. The culture is very important. Culture matters. In the US, you can actually open a company and then put on a social media advertisement, and nobody, people just go ahead and register. In Nigeria, a typical Nigerian man does not even trust himself. Talk more of trying to trust you. The most of the people you find these days that actually use the product, you are physically verifying. Sorry to say that we have a lot of them here. Gen Zs, yes, the Gen Zs. Those people born in, is it 1997 to 1998, and then stop at where is it, 2006 or 2000 what? Yes, those people, and then millennials, the ones that follow them. Yes, a typical somebody that use this kind of product is they don't care to know who actually built the product. They don't care to know who is in charge of the product. As long as the product is actually what they want, it's actually something that is connected to the trends they want, they will actually use it. And then you can imagine when they come and then people are using Facebook, okay, they go ahead and use Facebook. Nobody tells them about Facebook. The majority of people don't even know how Facebook started, and majority of them don't even know the owner of Facebook. They don't know if they don't know anything about him and how Facebook actually started. But what they actually use it, the reason why they're using it is because it solves their problem. They can come online and chat, they can come online and post their videos and reels, they can come online and then video chat another person. They don't ask questions. So a typical Nigerian, okay, now in the sense of a marketplace and e-commerce, and then the vendor you're onboarding, e- as an e-commerce, okay, there are various methods, various methods. Or let me use niche that e-commerce operates. There are those ones whereby the likes of Jumia and Konga, those their methods, and then we have Gigi, and then we have OLX. OLX is not in Nigeria again. We have Gigi and OLX. That's their method. And then we have the German on, is it German? If I'm it's like OLX and it's like Gigi. They are all e-commerce and marketplaces, but then they are different. So you see, like for like OLX, like Gigi, OLX is not in Nigeria. The Nigerian brand or headquarters has been bought by Gigi because they don't want competition. They are the only competitor. So Gigi bought them away. And then there's no any other marketplace now except small marketplaces. So OLX does subscription based. You post your ads and then you can sit down at your house and decide to sell anything. There was one joke that some people are saying they're even selling people. It's a joke actually. So you sell anything you want to sell online and that's all. If you want your post, your product to reach more people, then you subscribe to your feed. They have a subscription base. And when you subscribe, and then you can be on their what premium page and the top page where people can be able to see your product very well. But initially, when you post on the free, on the free section, your product might be at the end and it will be very hard for people to see. But when you subscribe, it will be at the top where so people can be able to see. Those are their other methods. But for Konga and Jumia, okay, it's more of a trust and relationship, what all I say it, relationship business. You meet the owner of the shop, you talk to him, you onboard his product, where you agreed and say, okay, this is your product I'm putting on my platform. When somebody buys it, we handle the what we handle the shipping because he will pay for the delivery. We handle the shipping, we take the products to him, but then we will get a commission when somebody buys this your product. We will handle the shipping and everything. You should not worry. Just stay in your shop. Us we will do the job for you. But then we need your what? Your product. So this is where relationship comes in. Why? You need to go physically to the shop, try to understand the owner of the shop, try to liaise and try to what get down get down understand what you guys are doing, because there must be trust, there must be this trust. So it's important in this line of e-commerce, there must be trust. You need to understand, and in some circumstances they agree, okay, somebody buys this your product from a platform from Jumia. If he does not like it, can he be able to return it to you after 30 days? If yes, okay, let's sign an agreement. Okay, you buy something from Jumia and you don't like it, you want to return it, and then Jumia collects it back. It's a relationship between him and the vendor that actually agree. Jumia does not own any product. So as a product manager, when you are setting out an initiative, it is important for this type of niche of e-commerce, even all, I believe, because trust is important. You have to go physically, and then if you have reached a particular stage, you can be able to run ads. And when you're running ads, you have built trust with what the vendors already. And when they see your ads, they will say, this shop, these people, this platform, these people, they are very good. I know them. Please use them. Those word of mouth have finished everything for you. But then you need to do the real work. You need to do the real work. Like I remember on a conversation, a podcast, and this guy, um, this brand, God of mercy, this brand. Okay, there is this brand. I don't know if somebody will remember it for me. There is this brand, okay, that deals with homes. So, okay, if you are going to Abuja and then you want to stay, and then somebody can rent the space, a space in your house, and then stay, and then pay the space, and then leave the next day. Who can remember the startup?
Then that,
It's an American
uh,
startup. Is that
Airbnb. That's
at all?
Airbnb.
Thank you. Air and B.
Yeah, Airbnb.
Yes. So he said when they are building this startup, one thing they were solving is they're solving trust. And according to the founder, he said he's solving trust in the sense that somebody can be able to come to your house and sleep, pay for a particular section in your house, sleep, and move the next day without fear that is going to cause any harm to you. A stranger out of nowhere, you don't know him, you don't know where he comes from, you have never seen somebody like him, and then you put out a portion of your house, probably snap the sections of the house you're renting out, and then he sees it, he likes, he come in your house, sleeps, and leaves the next day. So the problem they were solving was trust. That's actually what he said. Before then, I didn't actually understood. One thing I understood is, okay, I was thinking like, okay, these people are building this thing because of money. And here now, it's Sapa have reached you in Nigeria. Okay, you say somebody should come and rent part of your house, and then he gives you money. The next day, you use it and go and buy a whiskey and goat meat and come and eat. But then I didn't actually realize that the man was thinking like that. He said he was solving the problem of what? Trust. Until date, in Nigeria, we don't have an e-commerce platform apart from Konga that was there before, an e-commerce platform that is owned and well known by Nigeria. Almost all, let me use the word all, the e-commerce platform in Nigeria is owned by a foreigner. From Jumia and any other e-commerce platform go and check their history, go and check. If you come back and check most of this stuff, you come and shake your head. We don't have, apart from Konga, that was done by Mr. Chim Shagaya, and then he sold it out and went to build ULesson, Amiva University. We don't have any e-commerce platform that is done by Nigeria. So it's actually a lesson for us. We should throw it out. And e-commerce is $1 trillion industry. You can go and check it out. But then one thing that you need to do for Nigerians is to know how to build that trust. But then on a daily basis and in just normal scenario, you find out that you can go to the market. Okay, you go and meet a particular owner of the shop today, you buy particular stuff from him. The next day you go there, the other day you go there, you go to his place for like 3 months or so. Do you know that when next you go there, you decide to buy something and then you run out of cash and you want to get something? Do you know that they will give you those products or items for free on length before you pay them back? They will give it for you to you, and then before you can come and pay them back. Do you know that these things happens? I think most of us have encountered this, where you go to usually visit the person's shop, like you usually call your customer, and then you buy things often from him, and then there's this particular day you wanted to get something, but then you run out of cash and you don't have money with you. And then you say, okay, give me this. Tomorrow, if I come, I will give you. And then he gives it to you. What has ever happened to him? If this thing has ever happened to you, let us know.
Yes, it has happened to me.
Okay.
As based on trust.
Okay. Why didn't we? Hmm? Why didn't we actually use this to our advantage and build a very strong e-commerce that is becoming so hard for Nigerians? where our e-commerce GG is not owned by Nigeria, Jumia, Omni. Yes, I think they made up the list of the most fastest growing company in Africa. Omni Retail, it's not by Nigeria. When VConnect was there, it's not by Nigeria. Many startups, it's not by Nigeria. It's not even Nigerian that even built it. So these foreigner come, they see opportunity, and then they build products that we make use of it every day. And then you ask the Nigerian to build it, and the Nigerian will tell you that you cannot build something for Nigeria. And these people are making up millions of naira every day off the product you use. To come and see how although Jumia for the past 3 or 4 years they have been bringing in losses, but these losses, some of their revenues are in millions. They count them in dollars, don't count them in naira. They can convert them. They get billions of nairas every year from what e-commerce platform. And those startups are not Nigerian based startups. So sorry for taking that. Okay. So the time frame necessary to complete an initiative can vary from few months to even a few years, sorry. For example, one initiative can be to improve the conversion rate by 3%, which can take a few months to accomplish. If your initiative is to reach 100,000 sign-ups, this will take much longer to complete. Yeah, it depends on the product. Yes, if your initiative is to reach 100,000 sign-ups, it might take longer to complete it. Depends on the products you actually have. And when Meta introduced what is the name of the application that recently came on Google, people did not use it. Threats. When Meta introduced Threat and people don't usually use it again.
Yeah,
When
I
they
know.
introduced Threat, it has
Instagram trends.
somebody speaking?
No, I say Instagram trends.
Hmm?
Instagram trends. When they release Instagram trends, they didn't really fly. People didn't use it.
Instagram what?
Threads. It didn't really fly.
Okay,
It's a
yes, the
competition.
Threat.
And then
But
Twitter. They didn't
yes,
work. Okay, please, let me make this quick announcement. The
all right,
attendance
then.
link is in the group. It's on the group already. So you should please check the group and see the attendance. And then the keyword too, yeah, the password for the attendance is on the group also. Thank you.
You can go and fill attendance, please. So when Instagram brought out Threads, I think in a day or two it has millions of sign-ups. So it depends on the product, but then people no longer use it like before. It has millions of sign-ups. Why? Because it's from Meta. Can you mute your mic, please? I don't even know who is talking there. Because it's from where? Meta. And who are Meta? Meta are
Sorry,
the
sir.
owner of.
Ibrahim, please. Sorry, sir. Ibrahim, please mute your mic.
I've mute him. I've mute him.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Meta, because Meta are the owners of Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, and other products. So when threats come outside, everybody is jumping on threats. Everybody have open account. But me too, have opened it. When I've forgotten the last time I went there and opened it again, it's just there. So it depends on the product. Some product can actually get you more than 100,000 signups. It depends on the startup, the people behind the product as well. There are actually people who have expertise and experience, and they know how they can be able to get things done. They know the various ways they can be able to get it done without stress. So that is just it. So one important thing is for you to set a time frame. Product goals and initiatives are meant for you to set a particular time frame. Time frame is very important for you to stick to it and achieve it. When we launch the startup we are doing back in my place, on that particular day, we have 100 sign-ups. And then the day we actually launched, the traffic was too much for our sites. We actually used WordPress. That was the biggest mistake we ever did. The traffic was too much that we've exceeded our what? Is it band? They usually call it wide. It's band wide. We exceeded the domain name is not even accessible. That's the biggest mistake. Traffic was too much. People were trying to log in to see. People are trying to enter and see, and that's something we were not aware. We not even understood what we were doing then. But then now, when we came back, we understood. These are this and this and this that we need to do, and then we have to do it right. So some of the examples of product initiatives are: one, one to get 10,000 new users by November 2024 is an initiative. Let's break this initiative into pieces. To get 10,000 new users in Lagos by November 2024. Now you have a focus, and you actually have a plan, and you have a time frame. So your focus should be in Lagos, and you're to get these 10,000 new users by November in that Lagos. And then you now look another thing you need to look at is now sit down and look at, okay, who are your target audience and where can you find them? If you're building a e-commerce marketplace, okay, you know where to find them. Those people in their shops that usually open their shop, and then they have, and in their demographics and in their what, their culture and trends, they like anything that has to do with what, trends, tech, and then what, and social commerce. Yes, those are where they are interested. Those are the kind of people you can fetch out. People that can be able to communicate using what, digital tools. Okay, you go, you send out your what, your, should I call them marketers? Let's say you have 100 people, 100 marketers. You send them out in the street of Lagos, and you say each of them in a day they are to bring, let's say, sorry, I'm trying to calculate this. They are to bring, they are to sign up. They have a target. Each of them, they are to sign up 50 people. Each of them, they are to sign up 50 people, and there are 100 of them. They are signing out 50 people, and there are 100 of them. They are signing a total number of 5,000 what vendors in a day. 100 people are signing. They are to sign 50 each. Each one of them should sign 50 vendors. Altogether, they will sign 5,000. So in that 5,000, I think they need how many days to just complete? They just need few months or days to complete that. Probably 2 days. 2 days to complete 10,000. It's just 2 days. And then you have 10,000 users. If the 50 registration is much, you can put it down to 5 in a day. As you go and onboard them, you do what? Their name, their age, their email. These days, email is very hard. The most easiest part is phone number. Make use of their phone number. That's why banks, the way they communicate with you is your phone number. When somebody sends you money, you see the alert through your phone, because they know that you will check your message no matter how. That's the culture of Nigerians. You check your message. But email, apart from people who are tech oriented and people who are in the digital space, most of you don't check your email. I mean, probably some of you do not take it for long. Until this assignment, you have to go and send it to me through the email. So the banks notice, okay, let's send them a text message. They will see. But whenever their phone rings with message, they know that somebody have sent a message or money have drop in their bank account. So banks use message. So in the registration, you might use message to the phone number to receive message, and then your registrations are done. Can be able to get that 10,000 new users by what, November 2024. So another example of product initiative is, hello, is somebody talking? Who is it, please? I'm not getting you. Can you just type? Can you just please type? Just type on the caption.
That's Emmanuel Joseph. Please, you can listen,
You
sir.
said?
It was Emmanuel Joseph. I think he's repeating what you are saying.
Okay, can just somebody just mute him, please?
Okay.
So one of the example of a product initiative is to improve onboarding by 50%. That one is a good one. Onboarding is when you're registering somebody for the first time. You're registering somebody for the first time, or somebody is registering on your products for the first time. It might be an application. So you have to improve onboarding by 50%. Okay, what are the initiatives you need to do to improve what onboarding? Okay, we'll do referral methods. Referral, okay. When you bring another person and onboard through you, you get 500 naira or 1,000 naira. Okay, you by yourself, they don't need to tell you, you need 500 naira. When 500 naira is important to you, sit down and you press your calculator. You press, okay, 500 times 50, probably 50,000, 5,000, sorry. And then you said, okay, start sharing the link to people, and then people will start onboarding. That's you forgotten that it's an initiative by the word, the product managers in the product, trying to make sure that people have on board the more and more compared to last time. So most of this product and startups actually make use of this in their products by referral. A lot of them, also especially fintechs, when you refer people, you get 200 naira, 500 naira, 1,000. Before, cheaper cash used to do 1,000 naira, and I remember they came down to 600 naira, and now I don't think they even do it. That's a referral method, and the purpose of it is what, improve their onboarding, improve new users to come and use their product. So when you refer somebody and you get 1,000 and he gets 1,000 or 600, you feel happy. You go and what, look for another person and refer him, and the person's refer another person, and then by the end of the day, you find out like a lot of users are using that product. So those are initiatives, product initiatives. So another initiative we have is to build pre-collaboration features. I'm coming, please. So another thing is to build pre-collaboration features. This is an initiative. What initiative examples? To build what pre-collaborative features. Yes, it's a very good. Another one is to get into the top 10 tools for project management. Yes, this is very important. When people are looking for the top 10 tools for project management in 2024, let that product that you guys have built, that is actually an essential tool for project management, come outside. Maybe they're listing one, let's say one, maybe Facebook is a project management tool. Let's say Facebook, Twitter, let your company come thoughts, fourth, fifth, or sixth inside them. So it's actually very, very what important. Do you have questions? Oh God. Do you have questions, please? Please ask questions. We don't like asking questions. I don't know why. Well, let me ask my own question. What is product roadmap? You can tell me product roadmap. What is a product roadmap? The floor is open for everybody.
Okay. For me, a product roadmap is the guidelines and strategies or principles we follow, we abide to achieve a certain goal for our product to achieve a certain milestone. Maybe to make 500 sales or onboard new members. So to achieve a certain milestone is the guidelines and the set approach we use for our product to achieve that. That was the product roadmap is. Thank you. So, Mr. Adereja, you can talk, please. Mr. Adereja,
Sorry. Who else, please? I saw somebody raise his hand. This someone raise a hand. Apart from the class monitor, I think class
All
representative.
right. Good evening. Good evening.
Good evening, sir. Who is it, please? Please, when you are answering the question, please say your name, your complete name. People are many here. I'm
All
trying to
right. This
find
is
out the person speaking.
all right.
Okay,
My name
Theophilus.
is Theophilus Abilaja.
Okay,
Yes.
Theophilus, you can say.
Good evening. Yes. All
Go
right.
ahead.
Product roadmap to me is like outlining our visions, our vision for the products, our core values for the products, and the direction to how we are going to achieve the product, how we are going to make it visible, how we are going to make it how we're going to make it available for people in the market, and then how we're also going to measure the progress over time for the product. So to me, I can say that our product roadmap is outlining the vision, the direction, the priorities, the aims, the core value, and the availability, visibility of the products over time.
Thank you so
I'm
much,
done.
Mr. Theophilus. Thank you so much for that.
All right.
Who else, please?
Okay, my name is Ife from Warri, Ife Akemo. For me, product roadmap is what a product is all about, he wants to achieve, how he wants to achieve it, when he wants to achieve. So anything that has to do with the product, what the product is all about and what he wants to achieve, when those achieve, and how they are to be achieved. Can summarize it as a roadmap.
Thank you, sir. Emmanuel, please speak. I've seen your hands. I will actually make it. I will ask you to speak. Emmanuel Joseph. Okay, Naomi, please speak.
All right, good evening, everyone. Naomi from Kano State. All right, in regards to the question, product roadmap, to my own understanding, I feel it's like a kind of summary or template that embodies what like the goal of the product and the pathway to which we intend to achieve the goal. So it's like, just like someone said earlier, like the vision and the direction to which to achieve the vision. So that's what I understand by that. Thank you.
Thank you, Naomi. And Prince, please speak up. Good evening, sir.
Okay, good evening, everybody. My name is Sundari Prince from Port Harcourt. Product management, product roadmap talks about the overall strategy of a business and the direction of the product. So it encapsulates the particular area where a product should be communicated to the target market and what the product tends to achieve. I think that's my own simple way of defining product and roadmap. Thank you.
Hikimat, please speak.
My name is Sulaiman Ikmas. I'm from Oyo State. So, what I understand in my product roadmap is the direction, and a plan through which success of the business is being achieved.
And Latif, Saidat, speak, please. Thank you. And Hikmat.
Oh, product roadmap is just a strategy plan that outlines the development and the launch of a product or product future over time. Sure.
Thank you.
Also,
And then I think there
it
is
also serves as a guideline for the team, stakeholders, and the customers to ensure that every one of them they work towards a specific goal or objective.
okay. Thank you, Latif.
All right.
And there is the other last person. I think it should be Emmanuel also. Jemima, speak.
Um, Good evening, everybody. My name is Jemima. To me, a product roadmap is like a tool used to communicate your product's vision and used to put your product plan in action in, and it's a very like essential strategy that a product manager should have. It's what helps your team and you understand your plan, the steps forward, and what you're actually planning on achieving. Thank you.
Thank you all for this contribution. It seems like you guys know it all. Stella speaks today. I think Stella usually speaks somehow. And I think and kindness as well. Okay, all those answers are actually amazing.
So, Bonnie,
Okay, I've muted Samson, and Samson said you can speak. This Samson, I think you're the
Okay.
last person I'll take.
Based on based on my understanding, product roadmap is like a pathway that will lead you to an accomplishment of your set goals that you have already set. Thank you.
Thank you. From the name, actually, if you see road and you don't come and see map, you should just tell you everything. But then imagine a product as a building. Then come and imagine product roadmap as a blueprint of that building. Just imagine it. Imagine a product as a building, and then imagine product roadmap as a what? The blueprint of that what building. It is important for you to know that you cannot build a successful product without a solid product roadmap. Just put it at the back of your mind. You cannot build a successful product without a solid product roadmap. So product roadmap is very, very crucial. It's very, very important. So why is it important? So a product roadmap is an important document for both you and your internal teams and the stakeholders and everybody that is included or integrated in the building of your product. Is a very, very crucial document for them. And so it's important. That's why it is important when you're building a particular product. It's important for virtually the people who are involved in building that product should be aware and they should understand and should have a grasp of what you're trying to build. That is very important. If they don't actually understand the roadmap, how can they be able to build that product into what you have imagined? Let's take, for instance, you are the CEO of the company. Although in the essence, I don't need to take this CEO of it in very, very important. Let it not just get into your brain. So let's say at the beginning, you're the only product manager there. So I think most of the works and the activities, both the building of the product and the business aspect of it, lies in your hand. And I've told you earlier that when building a product, it has to be profitable. Any product that is not profitable, you're just building an NGO. A free thing for anybody. A product are expected to be profitable, no matter how. And in building your product, you must understand how you can profit from that product, how you can benefit from that product. If you don't actually benefit from that product, you don't know how to make it profitable. And I think it will not take long time before that product that you have built or you're building will stop. Everything, I think, for you to make money is just important. For you to make money, you need to what? You have money to make that money. So when building a product, it is very, very important you make it profitable. So in the roadmap, while you're building, as a product manager among the people, it is important you what? You probably you're the one having the vision. You're the one that actually understand, okay, you find out about the problem, went for the research. That's actually the work of an inbound product manager. Went for the research, you gather your data, and then you present them. Along the line, you were able to find a solution for it. And when you found the solution for it, okay, look for a software designer a software developer, who understood what you want. You have to explain it to him, because you cannot be able to build that in a software form. And that's why you went out to gather the data and you understood what you are building. So in this time around, you're presenting the word solution to him. And it is your responsibility as a product manager and the person who went out to find data and actually understood the problem and the solution to explain it to him. You not actually explain it to him in the right way that you understand. You might end up building something that is not actually in line or does not even have the blueprint of what you want to do. So along the line, you might end up not building a very successful product. As a product manager, it is very important the team members and anybody that is included in that to understand what you're doing. Even if it has to do with the software development, has to do with the branding, yes, you have to talk to the graphic designer, the person making the logo, the person making the graphics, the person doing the branding, the person doing the marketing, the person doing the sales. You have to communicate to them in the way that they understand where you guys are going, the path you guys are going. One of them should have an idea of what it is not actually in the blueprint in the right way that you guys need to focus on. So it is very important to take notice of all this because it has to do with building a successful product. So the purpose of a roadmap is to provide these functions. Or let me say, purpose of a product is to product roadmap is to provide these solutions. One, providing the framework for your product development process. So the function that is providing as a product roadmap is providing the framework for the product development process. How you want to develop. You want whatever the process you want to make towards developing the product. And this is where you follow. And this is actually where it's laid down in the word product roadmap. Here, let's say in this month, let's say from May to July, we are going to develop the word front end of our application. What we want to have in the application. This will be the menu should be in this place, and the should be in this place, this should be in this place, that should be in this place, and this should contain this particular color, and this should contain this particular color. These are processes you need to follow for the what product development. And it's very, very very important, because for you to even seamless and to be integrated in one part, so that you can be able to follow. So another thing you need to look out for is keeping all stakeholders on the same page. Yes, keeping all stakeholders on the same page. That is your team members, your investors, your users, and customers. You have to keep them in the same page. The aim of Facebook is to connect people around the world in one place. Where is that one place? Facebook. That's what they have been preaching to their stakeholders, their team members, their investors, and their customers. To have to connect everybody in one place. Where is that one place? Facebook. And that's why every day and every blessed day, every hour, every minute, every day, the teams at Facebook are working. I think most of the people that work the most, apart from the software developers, are the product managers, product owners, product marketers. They're working day to day and every night to make sure that this product that they're building to actually achieve its goal of what? Connecting people. Connecting is their goal. So every day they have to go on and on as their director. You might even have your own goals and what you want to achieve. And that boils down on the word product vision. Just as Microsoft is making sure that you have in every house, there's a computer on a desk, there's a computer in a room, in every place. And then we wake up today, we find out that in every house, there are people who make use of computers. You cannot say in your house you don't have computer. Your family, you must have computer. One person must have computer. So these are actually vision. And then you need to keep your stakeholders, your team members on this same vision and the roadmap you're actually building for your work, for your product. It is very important. Another thing is helping to predict how much development power will be necessary to deliver the features you are planning. Helping to predict how much development power will be necessary to deliver the features you are planning. Boils down to the people you are working with, the team. The team. Just this evening, I'm talking to, after we have met our attempt in building a product, we have issues. We went down and we're building the application from scratch. And I think our software developer has been building this since February, March, April, May. We're in May, right? We're in May, yes. February, March, April, May. He has been building it for a good 4 months. And then he told me that we are 40% done. And then I actually have a timeline for it to finish. I wanted it to finish by August, but I'm not sure if we actually finished. So this evening, I'm asking him if he will need an additional person. That's where development power comes in. If he needs an additional person to help him in developing this product, and he said yes, and then I have to look for another person to make sure that the person helps him. And when I look for the person, one, I need to go and explain what we are doing to the person and clearly define to the person that, okay, these are what we want to do, this, and this is our competitor, but this is what we're trying to do to be better than our competitor. If you understand our competitor is a software developer, you go and check out how our competitor is and what he's doing, and then he comes back and relates it to what I've told him, that I said, okay, these are what we want to do so that we can be better than our competitor. Okay, our first product, the software developer is already developing, and then he meets him, they talk, he explained it to him again so that we can be on the same page. They come, he continues building. Now we are in what? In the same page. If he doesn't have, if he has a problem, questions that he wants to ask, he comes back and asks me, and I explain to him. And that's actually what being in the same part. So after defining your product strategy, the next priority, we have talked about product strategy. I think the last class. Creating a product roadmap is the next priority. So here I will define a product roadmap. A product roadmap outlines the direction of executing the strategy. It's a guiding document that outlines the direction of your product and the plan for executing the strategy. In other words, map of features and functionalities that you are planning to add to your product and the general time frame necessary to develop them. I hope you have grabbed this very well.
Please repeat it, sir.
Okay, I should repeat it.
Yes, sir.
In other words, a product roadmap is a what? It's a map of features and functionalities that you're planning to add to your products and the general time frame necessary to develop them. I hope you have gotten that. I did not even know who asked that. Okay.
I got it.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I think this is where we are stopping for today. But then, before we stop entirely, I want us to go through some things before we stop for today. And these things are actually important for you and being a product manager. To be frank, I have to switch from a particular profession. Should I say the word profession? Yes, to product management. And then before I switched, I have to sit down and learn more about startups and companies and how they are built. I think knowing that is actually a very, very, very crucial example for you in being a product manager. You have a grasp on stuffs people have built. They built it and they're still building it. And they are not even tired of building it. It is not one thing to actually build a product. The actually thing that is there is to how to scale the product. You can be able to scale the product. I think you will not have issues. And you can be able to understand target audience you're building for and how you can go into the market of that product and how you can be able to make sure you generate profit or revenue and go around the product. I think you will not even have hard time in doing so. most especially, although in our country we don't have much of companies whereby you can go and start doing internship with them. I think most of those things are around places like Lagos, and yes, Lagos, Abuja, and where else? Lagos least, and then Abuja, Ibadan too. Yes, Ibadan is good. Oyo, yes, they have few heads on, but Lagos leads. I think Lagos have almost 300 or more than startups in Lagos. One thing is to know about a particular thing, and the other thing is to really understand it and practice it. Yes, practicing and continuously practicing it actually make you stand out, and it will differentiate you from other people that actually understood it. One thing we have in Nigeria nowadays is getting hold of knowledge, and we have mostly of the theories in our brains, in our books, in our write-ups, but we don't practice it. That's where, and last week we went for a sensitization here in my place, and then it's in the Department of Computer Science, but then the lecturer was there learning. And I thought he's actually somebody that understood it, but then he's there, he's learning it. And it's not even a big deal, but then he was there learning it, trying to learn it. And I was asking myself, didn't this lecturer pass through these stages and of learning? He not actually really practice it even, and do the job. He just copy it and then pass. But then it's something we have to look out to. And to be frank with all of you, if there's a country that will boost of an and cheap labor and human resource apart from Nigeria is India. Then India, most of the companies, most of the products, and especially phones that we make use of, most of them are produced in India. And then why? Because of their labor and then the availability of people, should I say, and the way they're building their culture. The tech world, you find out that most of the builders and the product managers and CEOs of companies we have now are Indians. CEO of Google is an Indian man. Top corporations that you have are Indians, are occupied by Indians. Most of them have to, they're actually practicing the job of owners. They are the CEOs of these corporations. Why? They make use of the resources, they practice it, and they get to do the job. So coming every day and learning is not it. We need to find a way we can be able to what? Practice it. We need to find a way we need to practice it. And then though the systems the system is not what we think of, but then it is worth trying. It is worth trying and worth keeping on. I don't know if anybody has questions for this. Hello?
I have I don't know whether I should call it a question, but I'm looking at like practicing whatever we're learning now. I see it looking at opportunities. Are there areas like volunteering via online? You know, these days now, assuming you are working and you cannot leave your present job now, but are there opportunities online, remote working, where you can do volunteering,
Sure,
work with a
there are.
team, and learn of these things?
Sure, they exist. But then you have to find them. I'll make recommendations of places I think you can probably get remote jobs and opportunities. And check out opportunity techs, check it out.org. Yes. And check out if for news and other activities and tech related activities, Tech Cabal. is the biggest in Nigeria. Tech Cabal, TECHCABAL, Cabal, they are very good. And then Ben Dada, but it should be bendada.com. It's a tech platform. Benjamin Dada, if you're in Lagos, you should have known him. He's a blogger, and then he was once I think a growth marketer for a tech company like that, but then he came back. And then Benjamin Dada, yes. So these are tech and communities and blogs that are actually very good. For me, I visit Tech Cabal almost every day. I get to understand tech news and tech, and sometimes there are opportunities there. Opportunity Dex is more seamless because they post opportunities, a lot of them there. And another method you need to check out is try reaching out to these companies, and yes, the startups. You can write a letter to them, an email letter, and the spelling of what, Naomi? Naomi, spelling of, is it Tech
Oh,
Cabal?
yes, yes.
TECH, the cabal, CABAL, the cabal in Nigeria. Tech Cabal. That's actually the biggest platform for tech in Nigeria. Yes, that's where you get almost all information of tech in Nigeria that is happening, the companies, what is happening, and everything. That's where you get interviews from product managers, product owners, people who are big in the tech ecosystem. That's where you get them in Tech Cabal. Another thing is write email. I think that question was asked from Mr. Ekemu. Write emails to the startups and companies. Yes, you write emails. And then another thing is to join communities. Yes, product management communities. You can find one on Facebook. You can get one on Twitter. Yes, yes, I have one on Twitter that I've joined before. You can check them on Twitter. And then the last one is recommendation. You need to be showing out your work. One thing we don't do as Nigerians is show your work, show it out. Be showing it. When you show it out, people will actually reach out to you. Show it out, try your best, and then be doing it out. And the other one is email. I can remember the story of an Nivea founder, Nivea Boats. I think one of her interviews, she said, I think she wrote how many emails for internship in the US. I think about more than 200 emails. So, and then her final email should be 700 also. One of her email got her an internship in the United States. She went to the United States. She got working in role. She's an Indian lady. Her story is very inspiring. As a lady, please watch her story. I think her name is, this is her Indian name, is too many. But I will just drop the link to to her her brand, the product she's building. She's building a what? A futuristic boat that can fly on top of water. I think it's first of its kind in the world. She said she sent almost hundreds of mail, and then one mail got her an internship in the US, and she went to the US. She's now currently a doctor. She's a doctor in MIT. So it's actually an amazing story. Please write, show yourself, join communities. It is very important. Join communities and follow trends on Twitter. Don't stick to Facebook too much. Facebook is for people that don't have money. Facebook, people will come that they don't have data, they will just be on Facebook. Please go to where these big people are. Reach out to companies and send offers and everything else. That's very what that's the right way to go through these things. I hope I've spoken something for you, Mr. Akimu.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Do you have questions or any other stuffs? Questions and any other thing you want to know? Can try from my own end. No questions. So a lot of you don't want to ask questions again. Let me speak Hausa. Probably some of you hear Hausa. Ba tambaya.
Ba tambaya.
Who is that person that say ba tambaya?
Class monitor.
Okay. You have spoken Hausa. So sorry. And yesterday in the evening around this time, my phone fell down and the screen entirely broke. I have to fix it this afternoon, and then yeah, I had a lot of struggles, and then I was not feeling fine like that. I even wanted to tell the class rep that I will not be joining because it took me a whole lot of money to fix the screen. It's very expensive. That's the problem with Nigeria, and this around my place, I have to find it very hard to get the screen. It was so frustrating today, but I was able to fix it. But then I felt very bad because it took me time and money and stress. So I got it fixed. So sorry. And probably I might not have done enough for today because of this bad experience I had today, yesterday, and today as well. But I fixed the screen and then everything is done. I wanted to even tell him that we will not be having class today because I was tired. I have to be going around Boko. I even wanted to go to Makodi to fix it because they could not be able to get my screen. See the screen, we had to get it from somewhere else. I think it's the only one that is even remaining safe. I have to pay a very huge amount of money with being in a country like Nigeria again. So I hope this lesson for today actually inspired you. And then the few advice I give, you actually make something out of that.
Yes, sir, we did. I really appreciate you for today's class. We tried a
Thank
lot.
you.
Yes, sir.
And for Jemima, I think Jemima is in Taraba. If you're in Jalingo, we
Not
have.
Taraba.
Okay.
Not Taraba, but Calabar.
Okay, sorry.
Calabar.
I thought somebody's in Taraba. I would have said there's a GDG event going on this weekend. You can attend it. I think tomorrow also. So thank you so much for today. See you when I see you next week.
Thank you so much.
Yes, sir. Sir, we don't
Bye.
know the assignment, sir.
Yes, I will send in your assignment today. I'll check out the assignment. I've started taking it already. I've gotten a handful of assignments. I've opened some. I'm still checking. The
So
result
we're
of the
going to give
assignment
one.
will be sent in. But I'll be sending you another
Yes.
assignment again.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So on behalf of the phone, you are a big man. That's why they can't find
That,
your phone in the area.
that please, I've not been able to sign the attendance. So how do I go about it?
Okay, Theophilus,
Okay,
you
please
did
reach
sign
out to me.
since the other day. Hello?
Can you hear me, sir?
Yes, I
Mr.
spoke
Manu,
with
just
Did you
Timisope.
sign it the other
So
day?
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But
I
you have
spoke
been
with him,
attending it. The phone.
Timisope. So he has find a way around it for me. Yes, I've been.
Okay, then. No problem.
Yes, I've been
Okay.
attending. This is my first class.
Thank you so much.
Mr. Manu, you can text me on WhatsApp. I will find a way to solve it.
All right. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Thank you very, very much, Mr. Jeremiah. We really appreciate your effort.
All right.
Please just you last speaking that just spoke.
Abidemi Tosin.
Abigail Naomi.
I
Abidemi
think that's
Tosin.
Oh, Tosin.
Yeah.
Abidemi Tosin. Thank you.
You're welcome, sir.
Thank you so much, sir. Really appreciate it. Yeah, God bless you.
You're welcome, sir.
Yes. I think we have come to the end of the class. Thank you, everyone. See you. Well, I will send the notes soon for tonight.
Seems like some people don't want to leave the class.
So they want to remain here. Adios, amigos. Let's go.
We should be talking now. Talk about Nigeria while you're still here.
Sir, you are a rich man. That's why they cannot find your screen in the area. I'm very sure it's the Samsung phone you are using.
I'm not a, and I believe in Jesus' name.
But I know it's the Samsung phone.
Obembi Tosin. Obembi Tosin.
Obembe to
Should be Obembi, yes.
Obembe to
Miss
they are talking
Stella
to you.
too. She have off her mic.
Good evening, sir. Can you hear
Good
me?
evening, ma. You don't used to talk in the class.
I have been talking. I
Okay, ma.
maybe today I did more of listening.
No problem, ma. Thank you for joining.
Thank
Good
you.
evening, Stella.
Good evening.
You are here. You did not talk today. Why?
I'm not in. I just decided.
Thank you so much for joining.
Okay.
You said?
I said I just decided to listen today.
All right. Thank you for joining.
Thank you so much, sir.
Good night.
Good night. Thank you, sir.
Adios, everyone. Adios, mi amigos. Stella, adios. Kemu, my man. Aji. Thank you so much. Catch you later. My main G. Come and join me. Come and eat bread. Come and join me. See you eat bread. Mr. Kemu, you are still here. You don't want to go out. Enjoy the class. So, me, I bless you. Bye bye.